Blessed evening, friends, folks. We're here at the Iron Church, and we're blasting off on another arm wrestle workout. Took a couple days rest, that way the tendons can get gains in recovery. All I'm doing is did a clean and press. We already did all our clean and presses, and then jump straight into working on the wrist. Tomorrow will be forearms plus something else. Okay, to lift up hearts before iron, here we are. We have Proverbs 23, and real simple. This is for today's generation, 13 through 14. Don't fail to discipline your children. They won't die if you spank them. Physical discipline may well save them from death. And also we have 15. My child, if your heart is wise, my own heart will rejoice. I was born in 71. Seems to me that our generation, man, you want to go and act like a fool, you want to backtalk, you want to get in trouble with your teachers, you want to go get in trouble with your principal. I went to school over in a little bit here till third grade when my mom crossed the stars. I got raised up over there in High Bridge, Missouri. Went to school in a little elementary school called Brennan Woods. I had this principal named Mr. Outro. Man, he tore me up. And then when I went to middle school, I was so rambunctious and ornery, and I'm still ornery, But man, Dr. Meharry, I used to laugh at his swats because he was an old feller. Who's? But when Ms. Gilcrease got up there, I heard that she used to be a first sergeant and drill sergeant. Man, Ms. Gilcrease was like the Bruce Lee of the board. I heard Mr. Craig gave a good one too, but I never got in trouble in the shop with him like that. And then going to high school, well, it wasn't over yet. I had Mr. Corbett tan me up real good, but I wasn't scared of that fat man. I never got from Bowles or LaLonic or anyone else, just Corbett. Me and Corbett, we were pretty fierce rivals. But you know what, man, all these years later, I'm thankful for all that. Now I know what to do and what not to do, Child ain't gonna die. And you know what, man, I bet if I saw Mr. Corbett, if he was alive today, I would shake his hand, tell him thank you for all that I went through, because it wasn't that bad, and it turned me into a good man after all. But really, it's a son of man that turned me into a good man. And I'd shake Mr. Corbett's hand. And any other teacher that I'd offended, like Mr. Tammy, shake his hand, ask him to forgive me for being the punk kid that I was. I used to really like to rattle them teachers' nerves, man. But that was in. Now, you could be happy if you had a hand to raise me up like my Aunt Betty, because I will make your heart wise. Because my eyes are opened up. The Lord removed the scales from my eyes so I can see. All that being said, no, sir, go on. Oh, the God that is alive and I did, and the Dakalakoshe, Jesus Christ, and the Hunkwai Spirit. We're all fired up. Gonna get into some wrist curls. Doing some forward style. I can't do 140 like I got on the bar. So, improvise overcoming the dap. And going deep to keep the tension on. Like it's an invisible preacher bench. Okay. Just 40 pounds here, man. Another 40 pounds to make you feel it. So, those were the boards. Now let's do behind the back. Behind the back wrist curls. This is my strong suit here. I was doing these well before I ever got invited to this arm wrestling workout. Arm wrestling tournament coming up October 22nd. Just grab your bar, unwrap, go up, behind the back. When I looked at that proverb, I thought about, if that's what happened to today's generation, you wouldn't see these kids at Walmart cussing their parents out, telling their parents what to do, but also blaming parents because the parents let that kid run like a fool. Nah, man, we need to be obedient to the Most High God. We will honor our mom, we will honor our dad, but more than that, all the praise, glory, and honor is the Heavenly Father's, and you will honor Him by being the messenger that brings golden apples in a silver basket. that makes kids want to quit acting like a fool, not by aggression, but by love. Suffers long, endures everything. All right, and we got some heavy band work. Heavy band work. Okay, last set of these. It's time to take my babies out and go eat. We're either gonna go to McKenzie's Burgers or we're gonna go to what's it called? Oh yeah, Bricktown. We ain't been there in a minute. Okay. These are very enjoyable. Really like these. So many things you can do with bands. But learning from Coach Ray, Super Nation, man, there's so many things. But I'm done. I've had a lot of great control tonight and doing these movements. Really good spirit to muscle mind connection. And the reason why I picked these power rows for tonight, just because I'm tired of seeing kids act like fools. But then again, I'm tired of seeing parents that just let them run that way. You know, an individual salvation is a family salvation. I didn't know nothing about that, y'all, till January 5th, 2008, when I found love and let go of hate. And I fought for my wife for 6 years for our marriage, but I never quit. Sometimes I felt like it, thought about divorce, but I couldn't do it, man, because a man doesn't never leave his wife. If you follow this word, you're gonna have victory, because of his way higher than all ways. His way is higher than our ways, just as the heavens are higher than the earth. That's what it says in the words. So I pray every day, Lord, let your thoughts be my thoughts, so that my attitudes are swallowed up by your beatitudes, like when Moses went to battle with the Pharaoh and his snake swallowed that snake. That's what I'm talking about. That's the beatitude swallowing our worldly attitude. And it's brought me such great peace to surpass all understanding in his love from heaven above, that when he took my wife December 23rd, it put me on a new plane where I never ever thought I'd be in my life. And that's why I'll never remarry, because I love Annie that much. And I tell him, please take that to her. And I've heard some people say that they have actually seen her, and she's more or less letting them know I made it. That gives me peace to surpass all understanding, because I know she's waiting for me, and when my time is up, it'll be fine. But until then, to raise these two pretty girls up here, Cake and Cubby up, and they have such a heart for the Lord that when I'm down, they pick me up. How is that? Because they make my heart rejoice because of how wonderful they are. They commit themselves to the Lord's instruction, and I just have to discipline with my mouth. And you know, since my mouth has the Lord in it, sometimes they discipline me, believe it or not. But you know, a lot of people, they say, I'm not your dad, I'm not your friend, I'm your dad. Well, you know what? Jesus is the best friend that you'll ever have. You know how I know that? Because in this word it says there's no greater life than to give one's life for one's friends. Jesus is your Lord, he's your Savior, but did you know that he's your best friend? We'll leave it right there. Be blessed in your own journey.